Hey guys, this is Blake from Blake's Sanctum, retro site for retro games. Today I'm bringing you a game from a very special and rarely seen series called Palm Kingdoms, formerly known as Palm Heroes, that originally started off as a mobile phone version of the classic Heroes Might and Magic games, which I really love. And the first two games in this series have been released for free in the build-up to their release of a third game, which is looking very cool. And this is the second game in the series, Palm Kingdoms 2. Also goes by their old name, Palm Heroes 2, so you may see that on some of the menus we go through here. I'm going to do this video in two stages, so for those of you who've come from my Palm Kingdoms 1 video that I've just done, there's going to be a little bit of repetition due to me making sure that this is all good for people coming into this video first and that they haven't seen the other one. I'm going to do this one in two stages. One will go do the tutorial, as it's quite a fun map to play in itself, and it'll allow me to learn the differences between this and the first game, and between this series and Heroes Might and Magic. And two, I'll also quickly show you guys one of the big super duper maps that allows for 6-player hot seat, and because that'll allow me to show you all the races of the game and their beautiful castle screens, and it'll actually be the same map that I showed people in the Palm Kingdoms 1 game, and you'll be able to really see sort of the differences in the graphics and controls and everything. So let's go. As you probably already noticed straight away, for those of you coming from the first game video, we've got music in this one. There wasn't any music in the original, but they've put in some nice original music in this one. We've got a nice animating menu here. So we're going to go single player. We're going to do a tutorial. Now straight away you can see a massive difference between this and the first one. Welcome to the tutorial for Palm Heroes. Matt will show you the basic game principles of Palm Heroes. Let's first leave this neat valley and head up east. That's exactly what it said in the first one, I think. Victory conditions: defeat all enemies, lose condition, lose all castles and heroes. You've just hired another hero. Yep, don't show again. Use your finger to scroll the map. Well, I won't be able to do that because it's the PC version. Well, I should point out, of course, if I was using this on my touchscreen laptop, it'd probably all the touchpad functionality brought across from the mobile version of this game would probably work just fine. But I'm using this on my main PC. So as you can see straight away, we've got nice HD 180p. It's I assume this thing stretches to whatever monitor resolution you've got. It appears to be similar graphics to the first game. I think the trees are better, actually. Yeah, those trees are more detailed. But it's pretty similar to the first game, just lots of little improvements everywhere. The interface is way better. Like the hero here, I can click on it and look at that. Everything's in the one place. Like you had the ragdoll, the adventure items, the spells, the hero skills, the units they're carrying, the ability to dig and cast spells. There's the puzzle map. It's all accessible here. I don't know what these crystals are. This looks like something interesting and unique to this game, possibly. So I love that. I love the fact that they put everything in the one place. That's very cool. And we can look at the units. Double click quickly. Young mages, that's the same as Palm Kingdoms 1, and I worked out that these are sort of the equivalent of the halflings in Heroes Might and Magic 2. Very similar in ability. And go there. Is that the only way to visit the puzzle map? It looks like it is, actually. So I'll go back and look at this. I used to love this in the Heroes Might and Magic games. So I think it was like 3 did this really well. I think there's a bit of this in 5, maybe a bit in 4, where they make a beautiful painting, and then that painting is used as the puzzle, and bits break off it as you visit obelisks. So that's really cool. I love it how they've taken that and put it in this game. So we'll get out of there. And yeah, here the interface is looking very nice. You can check out stuff here. Click Young Mages. Got the there's a mini map, and I can't seem to figure out how to zoom or change, which is not good for when you're on a really massive map and you've got stuff starting all over the place. But I'll show you that later. I might just be missing something. Alright, so shall we get going? I'll head to... oh, yeah. No, it bloody hasn't. Their interface thing's stuffing up. That was a bug. We're off to a good start. I'm showing off their game and I get a bug straight away. It said I was about to start a battle when I was just moving off the path, but there's the edge of the map there, so we're gonna go this way. Up here. These buildings increase your defense skill. Sounds good. You've entered a visitable construction. Many of them give visiting heroes some bonuses or extra powers. The fort, this is just like the tutorial in the first game, appears to be pretty much the same. Yep, we've got a +2 defense, you can see it down there, it's gone up to 3 now. Boots, should be good. You've just picked up an object. Objects picked up this way disappear forever. I'm not sure if that's been translated English exactly right, because it makes it sound like you touch something and it disappears forever. It just, removes off the map and goes into your inventory. You've picked up an artifact. Usually artifacts are automatically used by the hero as you pick them up. However, you may wish to change the artifacts your hero uses. To do so, go to the hero screen and manage your artifacts. Nomad Boots increases your movement by 30 points, increases Nomad speed by 3. So this is something I noticed in the first game. This is really cool and unique to this series. In Heroes of Might and Magic, you just got the hero bonus. You didn't get an extra bonus to a specific unit that hero might be carrying. So that's a cool thing in this game that could lead to some really cool things on some of those larger maps. If you're carrying a unit and you pick up an artifact that gives some massive boost to that unit, that's pretty cool. So you go down here and you can see the boots are there. This interface is very clean compared to the first game as well. I like that. Oh, and this is the other big thing. In the first game, I couldn't, you couldn't find out what buildings did unless you visited them. You couldn't put your mouse over a stack of enemies to know what was in there. It was whereas this, look at that. Down here in the bottom, you get in this area here, you can see information when I hold the mouse above a building. So, oh boy, did I miss that while playing the other one. Tap the destination again to start moving. Happily put don't show again. Oh right, it's not letting me because it's the end of the turn, so alrighty. And this is basically just confirming movement. If you've set a course and you've got movement points left, this is to switch between heroes and buildings. Army screen, you can move creature groups between those two heroes. Thank you for letting me know that. Alright, end the turn. That was quick. Oh, shut up! Jesus, I nearly swore. You approach a forge, you walk inside and see a blacksmith at work. He puts a hammer away and says, "I can repair your armour." Alrighty, so we've got some more, we're up to 4 now. That's good because we're a wizard, we're going to need that extra defense. Treasure chest. Once you pick up a chest, you have to make a choice, whether to keep the gold or to spend it to increase your hero's abilities. I normally go for experience, unless I'm in dire straits money-wise. I'm going to go... I like it how it tells you what the skill does. You don't have to click on it. Like, you can just find the information's right there ready for you. That's a nice sword. You've picked up one more artifact. Different artifacts have different effects. Equip your hero with proper artifacts that best suit your needs. Now, there should be some magic buildings up here. There we go. These constructions increase your hero's spell power and knowledge. Found a group of pagans worshipping at their strange glowing stone. You join the ritual. Silently they teach you new ways to cast spells. And those pretty trees are all part of the building. I remember this little part here was all you got in Heroes of Might and Magic 2, I think. Garden of Knowledge. A monk sitting in the centre of a garden invites you to meditate with him. You do, and after a short time you feel enlightened. Look at this cool statue. I'm going to go to another turn. Touch the prophet statue and feel you become more powerful. Very nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, for those who are interested in seeing the first game, I'll make sure I put a link in the link card at the top of this top right of this video, and I'll also make sure there's a link on the end card for this video. So if you've come to this video first and you want to see how the series began, then I'll make sure I put the appropriate links for you guys. Yeah, I might go for that. although from what I've seen, it looks like this one has everything the first game has. Oh, I missed something. This one has everything the first game has, it's just better. The blue crystal before you is called Obelisk. Obelisks reveal some part of the puzzle that shows where a secret artifact is buried. I'm not entirely sure if that English is particularly great. 2 heroes have just... No, they haven't. I'm triggering all the bugs and stuff. I did a test run, right? No bugs. So naturally, the moment I hit the record button, the person who made this game is probably going to watch this and go, "You're murdering me, you're making my game look terrible." But it's like, seriously, I did not mean to get all these bugs. Probably because I clicked on interface items before it was ready to talk about them. Anyway, you come upon an obelisk made from a type of stone you have never seen before. Staring at it intensely, the smooth surface suddenly changes to an inscription. The inscription is a piece of a lost ancient map. Quickly, you copy down the odd markings and the inscription vanishes abruptly as it had appeared. Pretty much the same as what it says in Heroes of Might and Magic, and I like the fact that it's the obelisks are these big crystal things in this one. They look much prettier than the original ones. Not that an obelisk, I think, is actually, be a crystal in real life. I think they're two different things, but obelisks are normally big stone towers. But anyway, oh yeah, there's a nice puzzle screen. It's revealed some bits. I like it better when it's the jigsaw puzzle pieces, but it was probably put in the too hard basket for these guys. So. Oh, that's interesting. Look at the top. That's the top of the map there, top left. So it must be near where we started. Like, we must be near it now, probably, because we're about to enter the snowy area. So I'm probably standing on top of the bloody thing. But I'm not going to waste the internet's time digging away. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. This will be a witch's hut. You can learn a random secondary skill when you visit the witch's hut. For example, wisdom or intelligence. Save before entering the hut, as it may give you a skill you don't really need. I love that. I laughed at that in the first game, because in Heroes of Might and Magic, of course, you often saved before you visit a witch's hut because you didn't want whatever crap. There was a chance you might get a crappy skill and you wanted a good one. And so it's funny that the game's help is actually telling you to save before entering the thing. I'm not going to bother because it's just, a muck around. An ancient witch living in a strange hut welcomes you, teaching you armour for her own inscrutable purposes. That's interesting. Reduces all damage inflicted against the hero's troops by 5%. Ah, yes, I remember that skill. That's a good one. Very nice. Anything else to do around here? I don't think so. So we'll continue progressing forward. When you move on rough terrain, snow, swamp, etc., the distance of your hero movement is greatly reduced. Improve such skills as logistics and pathfinding to move further. So yeah, things are going to slow down here. I got lucky when I was doing the tutorial in the first game as I got pathfinding. This is your first combat. Defeat the pack of skeletons that block the way. On the spellbook screen you can view and learn about different spells. Yes, thank you. It's getting all its tips mixed up. Now look at this, the battle screen's much bigger than the first game, so you got much more tactical options, pretty similar in size I think to Heroes 2. Now we can right click on people to get their skills as our young mages, and here's the skeletons. Problem is you can't like make it stay there, so which means you can't look at people's oh no, look at that. If I hold the mouse down and I drag the mouse over, it does tell me the special ability. Well, that's good. I was about to say you can't, but I found a way to do it. That's good. I'll remember that one. So we've got cast spell. That'll be wait. That'll be defend. The hero options, you can go to auto combat, quit or retreat. Alright, let's take the shot. Bang! Oh, look at that. That was easy. Nice. I like the I do like these forests and all the graphics, because it's like it's got that Heroes 2 sort of colour palette and look to it, but it's but with the detailing and the isometric look, it also has a very Heroes 4 feel to it, and I always loved the graphics of Heroes 4. Some people hated it, but I loved it. And so I love how this game almost has the best of both worlds. I love that. It's got the classic look and the not so classic look as well, mixed in together. I'm going to actually get scouting. Normally I wouldn't bother, but this is handy because obviously I'm showing you guys around this map and you'll be able to see more. Yeah, clicked on that earlier. I've already figured that one out, thank you. We're going to visit this forge. Oh yep, the scouting's kicked in. Very nice. Next turn. Approach a forge, you walk inside, see a blacksmith at work. He puts the hammer away and says, "I can repair your armor. I will kill your monster." Dragon shield. Increases your defense score by 1. Increases the dragon's defense by 5. So if I had dragons, they get a defense bonus. Like they need one. That'd be deadly if you're playing as a warlock. Whew. But we're not a warlock, so it is wasted. You can recruit troops here. So just like in Heroes of Might and Magic, we've got nice little map-based recruitment buildings, and I'm pretty sure I've tested that if you forget to visit them, they will accumulate. You won't lose them. I think that was an issue, was it in Heroes of Might and Magic 1 and maybe 2, where if you didn't visit one of these buildings, you'd actually miss out on reinforcements. So I don't think that's a problem with this, which is good, because later Heroes games, thankfully, yeah, they just accumulate. Yes, White Wolves. Right, so White Wolves, interestingly, are the secondary unit of the wizard race in this game, and they, even though it doesn't say anything there, I'm pretty sure they do have the double attack that they have in the Heroes of Might and Magic games. Now, once again, I died while doing the tutorial in Palm Kingdoms 1 because I tried to get this artifact, and it's guarded by a high level unit, like the second best unit in the game, and this time it's a Black Knight, which is the rather powerful undead unit there, so we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to ignore it once again, and I'm going to visit here. Would you like to recruit young mages? Yes, I would, please. This road will take you to the castle. Conquering castles is one of the goals of the game. The one who owns the more castles can recruit more army and has more chances to win, so that's good. We're approaching a castle. I'm excited about this bit because it's so much cooler than the original game. You have possessed an honourable construction. Note your flag on top of it. Many of them give you treasure each day. Observation Tower. From the Observation Tower you are able to see distant lands. All your heroes get a +1 movement bonus, that's really cool. I'm pretty sure in Heroes of Might and Magic you just got the observation bonus, you didn't get a movement bonus. That's a very nice little extra thing there. And we'll grab this. More experience, please. That one again. Oh, another one of these statues which gives you heaps of cool spell stuff. I like how things glow as well, just in case you're thinking, oh, why isn't my hero moving or whatever. You can see this flashing, you know. So for a new player who doesn't know what to do next, that is handy. New week. Astrologers proclaim the week of the squirrel. I remember they had a week of the squirrel in Heroes of Might and Magic as well. All dwellings increase in population. Yeah, beautiful. Visit this. As you approach the stables, the head groom appears, leading a fine-looking warhorse. This steed will help speed you in your travels. Alas, his endurance will wane with heavy riding, and you must return for a fresh mount weekly, I think that should say, or each week. Right, so I might actually go back because it's a new week, and see it says not visited now next to the magic sword. I'm going to get some extra reinforcements. I think the castle siege is actually much easier in this one than it was in the first game. So, but I'm just going to go grab back here and grab this stuff just to be safe. So we'll get some more mages, get some more wolves, and then we will dominate them. Crush your enemies. Chest until I'm done. Now you must capture the castle. Each hero is equipped with a catapult that crashes castle walls so your troops can get through. Actually, I'll grab that one. I'm next to it. Tempting, because you can convince monsters to join you with that one, but I'm going to keep pushing on the magic. Here we go. Bang! That catapult fires really high. I know noticed the walls seem to be a bit harder to break compared to the Palm Kingdoms one. I like the background. It has all the little buildings from the town, and like you can see a lot of the units standing in front of them, like little paladins and soldiers and stuff, which is cool. It's like a nice tip of the hat to Heroes of Might and Magic 1. As I used to love it how the paladin would stand in front of the cathedral, and the swordsman in front of the in front of his house, and the jousting ring had horses and stuff. So you know, I miss that. They haven't done that in Heroes games since that. I like it how they've done it there. Alright, let's just blast this guy. Bang. It's a bit weird having the gap there. I guess it's because this was originally built for mobile phone screens, so suddenly now we've got all this extra area. I can go through there. There's a cap there as well. Oh, they've got like the action thing. Did you see that? There was the units, the enemy units that are getting their next moves. They appear to group them along here, similar to what was brought along in Heroes of Might and Magic 5 onwards. I can't remember what they call it. It's not the action bar. It's initiative bar. I don't know. I can't remember what they called it. But it was useful because then you knew who was going to get the next turn. Bang! He survived. How dare you survive? Alright. So I click there. It should attack him. Yeah, alright. Oh, lots of experience. Alright, we got a castle, let's go in there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is so cool. That is better than the bloody castle screens in Heroes of Might and Magic 7. I did not like them in that one. Oh, this is really cool. Beautiful artwork. Alright, so yeah. So unlike the first game, you can't see all the buildings that you can build. So it's a mystery again, kind of. Which is similar to the original Heroes of Might and Magic sequels, I should say. In the first one, you could see everything. And the second one, I think. But I think from 3 onwards, you couldn't really see unless you had to keep building stuff. So what are we going to do? We're going to build the wolf den so we can get some more wolves. There it is there. Yeah, look at all these guys. What's that? Oh, right, it gives you the info on the unit. Very good. Yep. What's that? Oh, yep, I see. Yep, okay. I figured out the interface. Buy them. Yep, if you click there, you can... Yep, okay, I'm with it now. How do I get out of this? There we go. Because if I hit exit, if I hit that, I think I exit the whole castle. Click, click. There we go. And we've got nice music for the castle as well, so that's good. And I believe that would be to split stacks, so let's split the stack. Oops, we got too far down. Let's split that nice and evenly. 57, 57. Beautiful. Alrighty. Very nice. Alrighty, so we're going to go back here and we need to secure these buildings. What day is it? It's day 3, so it should still be active. Yep, stables visited. Mines provide you valuable resources needed to build constructions in your castles and recruit troops. Get that. That. Get the mine. Beautiful, lots of ore. Out of moves. Make sure you want to end your turn. Yes. Hop in here. We're going to build living armors. I believe those are the equivalent of steel golems. Lifeless creature, reduced damage and spells, good defense strength. Yeah, I think it's pretty much a steel golem with a sword. Alright. Get that. Head up here. And then we can progress onwards after this. I remember first hearing about this game in the... oh, that was mistake, in the early, I think early to mid 2000s, it was like, I think it was like on the Celestial Heavens site in the news, and it was called like Heroes Might and Magic Mobile or something or other, and it pretty much just had ripped Heroes 2 graphics and didn't. It looked, you know, sort of like pretty simple, but over time, I'm gonna go for sorcery. Over time, they kept working on it. Obviously, they decided to make it into a sellable product, so they replaced all the graphics and everything with original content. So obviously not to trigger any copyright stuff, and I lost track of the projects. I don't think Celestial Heavens, I think they lost track of it too and didn't really post anything in the Heroes of Might and Magic news. And I'm gonna go get some reinforcements, I think. Army, Ancient Witch, Living Australia, Fire Magic, oh, that's nice. Actually, I'll be fine, I'll keep going. So yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised when I discovered, teleport your hero to another, yeah. When I discovered that the series had been continuing, that there were sequels, and so, you know, there's a third game on the way. They've also made a spin-off game called King's Bounty. Sorry, whoops, Royal Bounty, which is basically in the style of King's Bounty, where you know, you're sort of just visiting towns and recruiting things. You're not actually really owning towns, and you got basically, it's more of an RPG adventure, and that's on Steam. It's got its very different graphics to this. They totally redid the graphics again, which was really cool, and you know, they're working on the third Palm Kingers right now. So I encourage if you like what you're seeing here, like I said, Palm Kingers 1 and 2 are completely free. So if you really enjoy them, then, you know, go and support Palm Kingdoms 3, because it's been greenlit on Steam and it's in development. And I believe it's going to be coming out for early beta release on Steam this year in 2017. So that's the time to, you know, throw some money at them and some support and help out. Because let's face it, Ubisoft have pretty much, you know, ruined the Heroes of Might and Magic franchise. So you know, projects like this that continue Heroes of Might and Magic style games with a more of a classic feel, to me feels like more the future. You know, you go to the Russian Heroes of Might and Magic sites, and those guys are just working on so many mods and projects that you know, are blatant, you know, copyright violations, but you know, they're just really good projects that I'm far more interested in now than if Ubisoft were to say, oh hey, we're going to do another Heroes game, and not bother to patch it till it's fully finished, and leave you guys all in a mess after spending lots of money. You come across an obelisk, yep, we know that one. Oh, we nearly got the centre. And you know, and these guys need that support too, because I saw some comments on the Steam page where it didn't, you know, it sounded like Palm Kingdoms 3 was almost not going to get made. It was depending on the Royal Bounty sales and the success of this game, and obviously it did just enough for them to go ahead with it. But I'm sure they could use more support, more money. An old knight appears on the steps of the gazebo. My liege, I will teach you all that I know. And yeah, that's the same as Heroes. Fans scouting. I'll see more and more. Probably not going to do too much more. I'm going to go grab the gold mine and the human castle, and then I'll probably leave it there. Trolls. Deadly. Now you are ready to continue playing on your own. Consult the game manual for a complete list of game features and a detailed explanation of each of them. Enjoy playing Palm Heroes. It said the same thing in the first game, and I was like, what bloody manual? I mean, I don't know if there's a PDF or a Word doc somewhere in the files, but I didn't see anything. Anyway, look at this. You get given a little gift. So if we go into our hero, look at that. These are Thors, this game's equivalent of mighty titans. Look at that. They don't have the hand-to-hand penalty just like titans. 300 hit points. They're a range unit. Absolutely deadly. Pretty much now we can kick anyone's arse who dares to come near us. So those titans, we'll go smash this human castle.